We're facing two of our arch rivals today, Frankfurt and Mainz. It's a double derby day today. Welcome back then guys to the Red Devil Revival, now here for episode 39 of our Road to Glory series with Kaiserslautern. And as I've just said in the intro, we've got an interesting pair of games today. We're taking on two of Kaiserslautern's arch rivals, Frankfurt and Mainz, in a pair of derby matches. Now, we've been doing pretty well since last time out. Things have really been on the up and we are looking very, very good in the league. But before we get into today's episode properly, if you missed the last one when we took on Hertha Berlin and we also had a record sale and signing, there'll be a link right above me so if I can see exactly what did take place in that video. And of course, if you do enjoy today's episode, do make sure to drop a like down onto it. And also, if you are looking forward to seeing any more of my content, such as the Red Devil Revival, any of my FM21 tactics video, the latest which have gone live yesterday on the channel, then do make sure to hit that subscribe button and to ring that notification bell to be notified when any of my content here on YouTube goes live. Now, let's get straight into this video here today, though. I'll run through exactly what has gone on since last time out, and there's been a slight tweak as well to the tactic, and it's working very, very well, that is for sure. So last time out, we of course took on Hertha Berlin in that absolutely bonkers 7-goal thriller in which we managed to get a 4-3 win at home with a 97th minute winner. I still can't believe that. Even now, a few days after having done that episode, it's completely crazy, that win. It most certainly was. But after that, things stayed as bonkers as that Hertha match, because we then took on Borussia Mönchengladbach, the side who I think at the time sat 16th in the league, and we got a 3-3 draw away at Gladbach. We at one stage were 3-1 up, and we blew it, and it finished 3-3. It's a very frustrating game, but goals from Hector Franco, Zakiri and Pellegrini, good stuff from those lads. We then took on RB Leipzig, and this is when we made a slight tweak to tactic, which I will cover very shortly, and we kept our first clean sheet in what was about 2 months, I think, in game. I think we hadn't had a clean sheet at this point since January, and at this point we were in early March. And we played Leipzig at home, a side who are one place below us in the league. They sit 8th, I think, and we are 7th currently. And we won it 1-0. A Pellegrini goal in the 10th minute, a really good performance, especially defensively from us. After that, we then took on Nuremberg at home. We scored within 12 minutes to go 1-0 up. We then had a red card after 15, and then we still went on and scored another 3 goals. I've got no idea really how it happened, but we played really well, and we got a 4-0 win away at Nuremberg. Very, very good performance. And in the league, as a result, in the Bundesliga itself, we now sit, or still sit even, in 7th place, and we are only 1 point off of Hertha Berlin. Things are going very, very well in the league, and we have as well an 11-point gap over 8th place Leipzig. They do have a game in hand, mind you, but regardless of that fact, there's only 8 games in the league remaining, and Europe is a very, very real possibility, which I cannot believe in only our first season in the Bundesliga. But first of all, of our 2 games, though, we have Frankfurt at home, which is what we're doing first of all today. We're going to do both matches in the league, a double-header. And we're going with the following lineup. It's Klapikas in net, Sane, Torres and Wuzenkroft, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name because he's English. He's in the team because he's been playing quite well, so I've kept him today. We're going to see how he gets on. It's then Williams at right back, Garcia as our defensive midfielder, I'll cover that very shortly, and Di Chiara at left back. Calafiori is a player who got sent off in the Nuremberg game last time out, so Di Chiara comes in, and also Franco isn't actually fit at the moment, which is why he is not starting. It's in Ustakau and Elena in the midfield with Pellegrini and Zakiri starting up front. We unfortunately do not have Skletterberg. He is currently out with an injury, so we're not able to use him. The same with Pelaya Maria, who is on very good form up until the point in which he got injured. But with Alex Garcia, I have changed our ball midfielder and DLP role to a Regista, and I've found since doing that, we've been a lot better at the back and a lot better going forward. So I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to see how it does work. Let's get into this game though with Frankfurt, the first of our 2 derby matches, and let's see how we get on. We've got to give a number to one of our young players, Sekiraka. I'm going to give him, I don't know, number 39. There you go. He's not going to really ever play for us. He's very, very poor, but he's got a lot of potential, so maybe one day he'll get into the squad. But here we go then. Frankfurt at the Fritz Walter Stadium. I'm going to say we're favourites because we are at home, which is bonkers to say up against a side as good as Frankfurt, but that is the case. Of course, we go with our 5-3-2 formation. We got 3 wins in our last 5. Form is very, very good. It most certainly is. Frankfurt only 1 win in their last 5. They've lost 4 of those games as well. And of course, Frankfurt as well, they sit 14th in the league. They are very much struggling in the Bundesliga. We're in our red kit, Frankfurt in their white at the Frankfurt. Let's get this game kicked off and see how we do. They're using a 4-1-2-1-2 tactic, which of course is one I had an awful lot of joy with in my Norwich Twitch stream, which we are still doing at the moment. If you are interested in coming along, we are going to be kicking off our final season with Norwich. The link will be in the pinned comment and also in the description if you want to come on over to Twitch. But we have an early highlight here. Nico Williams running down this right-hand flank. Nico puts it in to Kaiserslautern. That should have been 1-0. That should be 1-0 after 10 minutes there. That was a poor effort. I know Elena is a left footer, so it was on his weaker right foot, but regardless, we should have been leading after that effort there. Hang on, Torres, Zakiri. Oh, we're looking very, very promising these early few minutes. That is most definitely the case. I presume we can actually see this other corner from Alex Garcia. I think we are going to. Garcia puts it in. It's not even got past the first man. I might have to have a look at our set piece takers because it's not great stuff there. Those two corners from Garcia, neither of them beat the first man there from Frankfurt. The highlight is still going on. In fact, no, it's not. FM was just teasing us. Another highlight here, just under 15 played, a chance for Frankfurt, maybe a throw-in very, very deep in our own half. There's way too much space on that right-hand side. Gunter there puts it into the back of the net. That was dreadful defending. Absolutely awful. I don't know where on earth Nico Williams had gone there, but that was awful. Where on earth was he? I want to see this highlight. Is that him there? Nico's just, for some reason, standing there. Why is he there? What is he doing? He's a bloody right wing back. I've got no idea. You've got to love sometimes Football Manager in the way in which it does marking, don't you? It's just, the AI is just fantastic at times. But oh well, let's hope it doesn't end up costing us too badly. Another highlight here. Mendes with a corner for Frankfurt. We have headed it clear. Come on, let's counter-attack. Zakiri should get there first. Indeed, he does. Come on, Andy. He's not got too many goals in recent fixtures, but Zakiri plays it up to Pellegrini. Come on, Pietro. Oh, Pietro. That was so bad. That was so bad. Are we just going to half-time at 1-0? I think we are going to. Indeed we are. We've gone in at half-time with the game not in our favour. I'm going to say thrash me arms. I'm far from pleased. It has been pretty dreadful stuff from us in this first half of the game. I will be completely honest with you. I'm also going to make a change as well. I'm going to get Militieri onto the pitch. He hasn't played many games recently. Let's get him on for Zakiri. Let's see how he does in this second half. He has got a goal this season. He's only played, I think, 3 times. But we'll get him on the pitch so we can get a goal for him. I know whoever the Inter Milan manager is consistently moaning because of the fact we're not playing him enough. Hang on. He's been put in. Elena! Come on. He's made up for the earlier mistake when he should have scored. Within 20 seconds this half, he's got the equalising goal. A much better way to kick off this half. That is most definitely the case. I think, and Williams put the ball in, but I think someone did flick it on. It may have been Pellegrini. I'm not too sure. Williams has it here. He plays it in. And indeed, Pellegrini does flick it on to Elena, who smashes it into the back of the net. That's only his first goal of the season, which has been one of the things with Elena. I like him on paper, but when he plays, he just doesn't seem to offer very much actually going forward. So it's nice to see him finally get his first goal after about 8 months of being at the team. But even so, at least he's got one now, which is good. He's saying I should probably sub off Ishtakal. I guess I probably should do then. Let's get the youngster Agron onto the pitch. Let's see how he does. He's an advanced playmaker anyway. He's his natural position. So let's get him onto the pitch. We'll see how he gets on. It's his debut. He's only, I think, 17 or 18. So we'll see how he does do. He probably won't do very well, but I don't know. He might be okay. I'm also going to say to lads to encourage them. And I'll be honest, I will take a draw considering how things started. Oh, apparently Pellegrini's just picked up a knock. So let's get Glatzel onto the pitch as well. It's a straight swap for them too. Elena with a corner. I presume this isn't a proper highlight. Oh, it actually was. Sane just headed it over the bar there. Very unlucky. I think, though, that may well be the end of the game unless there's any late drama, much like the Hertha Berlin game. Is it going to finish as a draw, or are we going to see a goal to nick it? We're not going to. It's finished 1-1. On paper, we should have won that, hands down, but unfortunately, we didn't manage to put our chances into the back of the net other than that Elena chance. But I'm not too upset. I'm going to say you're unlucky. Most of them do agree. Ishtakal apparently was nervous. I don't understand that. But even so, let's get out of here. Where are we in terms of league? We still sit in 7th. We are now level on points with Hertha Berlin, but they do have a game in hand. So they probably will pull away from us, I would expect. But of course, we have to now go and play FSV Mainz in the other derby. I think it's called the Rhineland-Pfalz derby. I'm not too sure. I probably butchered the name there as well. But I'll see you there for that game, guys, very shortly. Here we are then now back for the second game of our episode, the second derby day as well. This time with Mainz, we're away from home up against them, and the team is as follows. It's Krapikas in net, Sane, Torres, and then Lidin is coming back in as our left-sided central defender. Williams at right back, Alex Garcia still was the Regista. Calafiori comes back in as left back, as he's now no longer suspended. Ustakal and Elena. I was very tempted to drop Ustakal, but at the moment both Molia and also Garcia, as in Pablo Garcia that is, are not fit. And then I'm also sticking with Pellegrini and Zakiri up front. Skretterberg is making the bench. He's almost fully fit. He reckons he can probably play a full 45 minutes, so we may see him in the second half of this game. But that's how we're lining up. Let's get into this game and let's see how we do get on. This time in away at Mainz instead. I'm hoping we can win this one as we didn't win the last one. We could really do with winning one of the two, because after that last game where we drew with Frankfurt, Berlin managed to win, so they're now 3 points clear of us. I'm going to say to them to go out there and impress. I think that's a fair thing to say. We are away. It is a derby day as well. And most lads seem pretty motivated, which is pretty good. Mainz are going with a 5-2-1-2 formation, similar to the old one I used with Manchester United. I haven't used that in quite some time now. But let's get this game kicked off. We are away, so we are in our black kit, of course. And let's see how we do. A very early highlight, 33 seconds into the first half. It's been put in from that free kick. A lovely little claim there from Krapikas. He's starting to become a little bit more kind of settled, I think, this season. He's been a little bit shaky here and there. That's a lovely ball, can I say. Pellegrini, is he onside? Oh, he's offside. He must have been so close there. I presume VAR is going to disallow it. But I was saying with Krapikas, he is just getting a little bit more settled. He looks a little bit more comfortable in there. And he's making fewer mistakes, I'm finding. Every now I've said that he's going to make multiple mistakes in this game, but let's hope that doesn't happen. How close was Pellegrini here? I mean, yeah, he probably is just, his knees and so on maybe just about offside, but that's very unlucky. Maybe a split second earlier, it would have been through and would have been 1-0 to Kaiser, but sadly was not the case. I'm going to say to lads to encourage them. We had a decent sort of opening 15 minutes there. Of course, nothing really major other than the offside goal, but it's at least a position to build from. We haven't conceded, which is good. We are looking a lot more happy at the back, that is for sure. We're looking a lot less shaky, considering we were on something like, I think we could see about 25 goals in, I think, 6 games at one point after January. It wasn't very good. It really wasn't. We were really bad at the back. We were scoring lots of goals, but we were also conceding loads. So it does seem to be we are sorting ourselves out. I think from next season, if wherever we end up finishing, we should be in a much better position, that is for sure. Elena here to Garcia, back to Elena. Now Torres, nice ball there from the central defender. Ustakal out to Pellegrini, come on Pietra. Back to Williams, come on Nico. Can he get the ball into the box? I don't know what's going to happen with Nico Williams. I am hoping we can keep him for another year. Hang on, are we getting a pen? No, we're not. Okay, Elena. Come on, Carl. So Zakiri, oh, we're really playing the ball a lot here. Calafiori, Elena, he's gone for it. He's got 2 in 2. He hadn't scored all season. And then he turns up today on camera. He's like, yeah, I'm going to score in both games, boss. I just fancy scoring today. Good stuff, Carl's Elena. We are 1-0 up. They're not going to be able to disallow that one for us, so that's for sure. 1-0 up. Good stuff in the derby. Bloody good, really is. Calafiori with the assist, of course, coming back from his suspension. It's pretty dreadful goalkeeping from Zenta, the man in between the sticks for Mainz. But I don't give a damn. I most certainly do not. They're going to show it. We don't need to see it. I know it's not offside game. Don't even try and take it away from me. I'm going to say to lads, I'm going to praise them because it's very, very good stuff here. Mainz are being most certainly kept out at the moment. Only 1 shot on target all game. Well, as I say that, they just had like 3 shots in space of about a minute. But thankfully, they didn't score from any of them. Oh, no, there's a free kick literally before half-time. Oh, don't score now. Oh, we're going to concede, aren't we? They're just going to go and shaft me, basically. Erbil puts it in, and I don't know if Krapikas touched that or if it hit the post. I think it was just gone straight for goal kick. Indeed, it has. Thankfully, we go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead. Just about managed to keep hold of it there. I'm going to say don't get complacent. It's not been bad for us, but the attackers not been great. I'm saying I'm not happy with them. I may well be on Skretterberg pretty shortly for either Zakiri or Pellegrini. I'm not too sure, but there's a highlight practically as soon as we've kicked off. 47 minutes in. Elena, decent ball to Zakiri, hits it. Oh, what a goal! A completely out of nowhere, a bolt from the blue. He had no right to score. He was stationary when he got the ball to Zakiri there, and he just smashed it on his stronger left foot. Lovely goal. I think that's his 18th or 19th of the season. Elena puts it into Zakiri, and I say, not even moving, just gets the ball and just smashes it into the back of the net. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Most certainly is. Honestly, Zakiri's been so good. I'm definitely going to try and make sure we can make his loan permanent. There is an option to buy him in the contract. I think it's £6 million. So as long as we have the money to spend, I will be bringing him in on a permanent deal. He's both good as the advanced forward and the deep line forward, so I'm happy with him however he ends up playing. The ball's been put in there to Araujo here for Mainz, and thankfully we just about managed to block it. It would have been very, very bad if that had been into the back of the net. We've only had 2 shots on target all game, and we scored both of them. Of course, you even count the offside goal. We actually had 3 on target, 3 goals scored, but of course 1 was disallowed. I'm going to make some substitutions pretty shortly. That's a decent ball from Mustakal to Calafiori. Plays across to Zakiri. He's got his brace. That's now his 19th of the season. We are 3-0 up. We are tearing FSV Mainz here. 2 shreds in the derby. It is some beautiful football. Most certainly. I'm going to get Pellegrini off for Skletterberg. We'll swap these 2 over. And I'm also going to get Ustakal off for Pablo Garcia. We'll make that change and hopefully we can get some more good performances from the players coming onto the pitch. Hope we get a goal maybe for Skletterberg on his return from injury in this game. We have had just an international break, which is why some of these players are coming back from fitness at the moment. The likes of Maria, the likes of Skletterberg. Unfortunately, Franco is still unavailable. I think he's out for a couple more days, but he should be back fit pretty shortly. I'm putting in a sub of Nico Williams pretty soonish. He's looking a little bit tired. Zentner here to Killian. Okay, they're starting with a goal kick. Mainz have lumped it up. Burkhardt here, don't score please. And good save from Krapikas. Good stuff there. Saved it with his leg. I'm going to make our final substitution then. We're going to sub off Nico Williams. As I said, we'll get on Gian Giovanni on the right back. He's not natural in that right wing back role, but he's getting a few games here and there. Getting a few minutes and hopefully getting himself bedded into the squad, which is always good. He's only like 18, I think, if I remember right. He doesn't speak German yet, so it's going to take some time for him to get used to the league, get used to being in Germany, all that type of stuff. So as many games we can give him this season will be good. It looks like, though, we're just going to run through the rest of the game. It's going to be a very, very comfortable win. It looks like there's been no more highlights. Into stoppage time we go. And we get ourselves a 3-0 win. Our 3rd clean sheet in 4 games. Very, very good stuff. We only had 4 shots on target and we scored 3 of them. I don't care. We got the job done. Outstretched arms. Very nice victory. Well done, lads. Top stuff. Most definitely is. That win as well puts us level on points again with Hertha Berlin, but again have a game in hand. We are also, it's worth knowing, only 4 points off of 4th, but again the teams there do have a game in hand. But it is very, very good stuff. It's worth noting in Germany the top 7 do get European football. I think 7th gets the Europa Conference League spot depending on who wins the cup. So you never know, maybe we will be coming away with European football. But if we go to our schedule, we'll see what we're going to be back for next episode. There's only like 5 or 6 games left now in the season. And having just mentioned Bayer Leverkusen, and that is what we're going to be back for next episode. It's a very short job. We only have 1 game between them. We come back for Leverkusen, who sit 4th, because if we beat them, there's actually a real chance of top 4 football, which is bonkers. 100% is absolutely ridiculous, but it could well be on the cards, and we'll also come back for Wolfsburg as well for a double header in next episode. Overall though, guys, that just about brings this video here to a close. And I'll be honest, 4 points from those 2 games, I'm pretty happy. I thought, to be honest, the results might be the other way round, considering that Mainz was the away game and Frankfurt was the home game. But we stayed undefeated, another clean sheet as well. Very, very good stuff. I think we're undefeated now in our last 5 games. And as I've just mentioned, European football, definitely top 7 is looking very, very promising. Maybe even higher. Of course, 7th spot only goes to the league, depending on, say, who wins the cup. So we may miss out even if we do get it. But even so, this season's going bloody well. And I am really enjoying it. I most certainly have. I really hope you've enjoyed this video here today. If you have, do make sure to chuck a like down onto it. And of course, if you are looking forward to seeing any more of my content, then do make sure to hit that subscribe button and to ring that notification bell to be notified when any of my content here on YouTube goes live. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time.